Oh, hey, can we talk about that Santa roast?
Did you go?
No, he did not go.
Okay.
I was the only.
I'm not friends with Brian. He never invites me.
Yeah. Not very good friends. Santa roast.
Why?
I've been. Well,
first off, why?
Here's the thing. I was roped into it by my girlfriend, and
not why did you go? Why would somebody try and throw a roast for Santa?
That first of all, it seems too easy.
Yeah.
Very easy.
I would talk about religion the whole time and just offend everybody.
Here's the thing. Everything was wrong about this thing. I get roped into going. I'm like, okay. I went to Joey's Comedy Club when you were headlining when was that? Thanksgiving
day
or
before
something?
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I went and saw you. Great time. You know?
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Bunch of good comedians. Yeah. Funny. And I'm like, okay, if it's anything like that, because I don't go to a lot of comedy shows. Yeah. I don't. And I got roped into going to the Santa roast. I'm like, okay, I'll go because the girlfriend's saying, I'm going with my friend. Let's go. And I get there and I don't really know what to expect.
Sure.
And as soon as the first comedian went up, I kind of realized what I got myself into. This is what they did. They took horrible jokes to begin with and then made them hack by the end of the show, because after 15 fucking comedians going up there,
everything has been said.
With they all said, 3 of them.
The only person that can do that is Andy McDonald.
Andy McDowell?
Andy McDonald.
I don't know who that is.
You serious?
I don't know who that is either.
Oh, never mind then. I'm going to shut up now.
3 of them had their own version of Night Before Christmas.
Okay.
With different words mixed in to make Santa a pedophile, a drunk.
Or a rapist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Everything that you could imagine.
Right.
And I went to this thing thinking, okay, this is going to be so easy. They're comedians. They should take a creative angle at this and possibly make it funny.
Yeah.
It was terrible. Couldn't be further from the truth.
That's funny because I almost went to that.
I wish you did.
I almost went because my friend Martin Butler, who you know.
Yeah. Yep.
He picked me up in Livonia. We were going to go to Ohio the next day. And I was like, what's going on at Joey's tonight? Because that's my home club where I started doing comedy. And he's like, oh, they're doing this fucking Santa roast. And I'm like, first of all, roasts in themselves just played out. Just stop.
Yeah.
Whatever city you live in, if you like comedy, if you do comedy, don't fucking roast anybody. It's done.
No.
Stop doing it. Nobody knows what you're talking about. All your stupid inside jokes.
Yeah, and that's what it was. Like, every single person that went up there was joking around. Like, if you see the Comedy Central roast, they roast everybody like that's up there on stage, because everybody knows them. They're celebrities.
Right. And you know enough about those people too where it's funny to watch.
Yeah. These people were joking about people within their little comedy group.
Right.
And I didn't know who any of these people were. None of it was funny. And then even people that like weren't in their little clique would go up there. And when I go to these comedy shows and someone's not funny, I feel uncomfortable and I give them pity laughs.
Yeah. And don't do that. Don't give anybody pity laughs.
As a human being, I could not do it.
Good.
I couldn't do it. Several of them went up there without a whimper out of me.
Good. Don't give anybody pity laughs ever. No. And like as a comedian, I wouldn't even waste my time writing jokes for that.
Yeah, no way. No way.
Like I would never, like, even if they asked me, they're like, would you come out and fucking roast Santa? I'm like, no, that's fucking childish and retarded. I would never waste my time writing jokes that I could never use again.
Yeah.
For Santa.
For Santa.
This fictional character for one night. I'm not going to do it. It's stupid.
It is. It was so bad. And
there were some shit people on that bill too. I found out who was on it and I was just like, and that's why Marty and I didn't go. I was like, well, who's on the bill? Like, who's doing it? And he rattled off a few names.
I wish you would have came just because I was with people that didn't really like know about comedy shows. It was like their first time. And I'm sitting there and it was just the most awkward experience ever.
Absolutely.
I wanted somebody with me that like realized what was going on so I could exchange glances with them and be like, holy shit, is this really happening?
Yeah, it's bad.
It was so bad. And here's the thing. They come up, the host comes up And there's like, they say, this is a roast, you know, you might leave here offended. We're going to use foul language. They actually said that.
Yeah.
And
you're like, I'm more offended at how bored I am by all of this than anything you
It's like cheesy
said.
jokes and like stupidity.
Cheesy's not the word. It's in that direction, but it's like,
hey, why did Santa
jokes?
Why did Santa win in court? Because he's the Santa Claus.
Yeah, it was a lot of that probably.
You're totally on the right direction with that. I swear to God, that was much funnier than a lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them were very uncomfortable up there. A lot of them were improv people,
which are the worst people on the planet.
The worst. I think the one time I laughed. Oh, and by the way, this was a charity show for autism.
Yeah.
Autism. Mm-hmm. Which there's tons of people. The host's child was autistic.
Okay.
The one time I laughed throughout the whole thing is this one shitty comedian. He was like the third one up out of 15. Mm-hmm. And he made some shot at autistic kids.
Okay.
I'm the only person laughing.
Right.
It was very uncomfortable. Yeah. People are looking at me. And not like he was a funny comedian by any means, but I just thought it was funny, the situation we were in, because...
sure, he's thumbing the eye at the fucking the benefit itself.
Exactly. Yeah. And the second...
He's going out on a limb, and you can appreciate that.
Yeah, exactly. And the host comes up, this fucking bitch with autistic child, and she's like... She tore him a new one. Like not in a comedy style. Like this might be funny.
Was genuinely
angry, and nothing breaks the comedy aura more than that.
Yeah, just somebody genuinely pissed.
Yeah.
Like just
asshole.
Yeah, what a dick that guy is.
Yeah, and so many people went up there with
club.
gimmicks.
That fucking club.
Joey's.
Like I was telling, it pisses me off so bad.
Yeah,
they put up the worst acts all the time.
And that's where you got your start, correct?
That's where I started. And I don't get booked there, ever. It's fucked up. Stupid. And, like, guys who headline that room are, like, the guys that open for me on the road all the time. And it just drives me nuts because they won't give me a date there. It doesn't even make sense to me. There's some fucking funny comics in Detroit, man. There really are. There's some funny dudes that live in this city. But they don't even give them work. They have all these fucking clucks that just come in week after week, and they just put up whoever's easiest right in front of them. But there's some funny people in this fucking city that don't get work, and it just bugs the shit out of me. And I'm from here. That's where I started.
I don't understand how that makes sense to the people that are booking these things, because don't you want the funniest comedians?
No, they don't care. Because
why don't they care, though?
Here's why they don't care. That room sells out all the time.
Anyways, doesn't matter.
All the time, because that's the only comedy club in town. That's the only club in town. People go there all the time. They get the money. They don't give a shit. But they constantly put up piss poor comics. And it's terrible. Like, you were at that show at the Penalty Box right down the street.
Yeah. And you
all people that I knew.
Yeah.
And then there was a bunch
and had a great time.
Yeah. And loved it.
So that set the stage for me. So that's why I went to this thing thinking, oh, maybe, here's some funny shit.
Yeah.
And oh my God, I left that place seriously exhausted.
I don't blame you.
Exhausted and angry.
Yeah, that's the way I am every time I walk into that place. That's the way I was the night of the Thanksgiving show.
Yeah.
Just walking in there, I was immediately angry.
Well, afterwards, we sat there and drank for a little bit, and we were looking around, and we're like, these people suck.
Yeah. It was
the biggest douchebag bar you could be at.
The dance club. It's the fucking worst.
Some like Russian dude in a tight black shirt with long hair, hands on his hips, swear to God, looking around for babes.
Mm-hmm. Just angry. Everyone's looking to fight or fuck. Like, that's it.